Can I tell you something interesting? I had the very first, maybe in my life, YouTube comment that was insightful. Wait, I want to shout this person out. It was amazing. I always give attention to the bad stuff. I read a YouTube comment and I was like, wait, that's fucking smart. It wasn't like incredibly deep or anything, but it was a smart thought. And I was like, wait, that's really cool. Lucas McName. There's videos about a bunch of things, but like the idea of games as a service and switching to Ubisoft Premium Plus and like Xbox Game Pass and all that. And he's like, the reason people haven't switched to streaming is because cable sucked and Netflix and Hulu at that time had everything. So it was an easy switch and a better service because you weren't locked in and you couldn't watch on-demand content without recording it before 9 ads. Game Pass has never been as good, as easy to transition to as Netflix in 2015, and it never will be because, anyway, the point is, I read this message and I was like, whatever. And then I thought about it and I'm like, there's some real truth to this. Because if you flash back to 2013-14 era, the process of going off of cable onto streaming was so amazing. It was so easy because the content owners didn't know the value of their content. So they gave everything to Netflix for pennies. So Netflix had Friends, The Office, every major series, their own individual series. They had everything. And so it was like, from a consumer POV, brain dead easy to switch over. But in gaming, from the very beginning, everybody has known the value of their content. And so it's all been siloed. I mean, we've had competing game passes from Nvidia and everywhere else, and Xbox and PlayStation from the beginning. Many games are hardware locked, so they can only be played on PC or they can only be played on PS5 or Steam or Epic or Xbox. And so there's like no, Game Pass is leading, but like there's no real easy slam dunk transition. So the consumer has never seen like the dream version. In streaming, the consumer is still chasing that high of Netflix 5 years ago when it was like $7 and you had everything. But they got to taste it and they loved it. And so there's still like, you know what I'm saying? Even though everyone calls it like, oh, the inevitable Netflix of gaming, it's very different. It doesn't have that easy on-ramp that the other one did. So yeah, that is cool. Even back in the day, COD DLC used to come out Xbox first, then PC and PS5. It's always been like that. Yeah, exactly. I just think in gaming, it has never been so obvious of a switch onto a streaming service. Just finished watching an underwhelming as fuck movie on Netflix called How It Ends. It was underwhelming as fuck, huh? How It Ends, Netflix. Has anyone else seen this movie? Could they confirm or deny? It's an action thriller film. It doesn't look very memorable. It's got an average 3 out of 10, 17% Rotten Tomatoes. This is a bad movie, bro. I don't even know if it's underwhelming. I mean, this is just bad. This is just straight up, this looks like a bad movie. I don't know what drew to. You know what's funny? I read a really interesting article and it was about a Netflix internal team that makes those 3 tags on every movie. You know how like you'll scroll past the movie and it'll be like intense, witty, charming, or like, thriller, heist, scary, whatever. It'll be 3 random words. Apparently, they have like really, really detailed proof that those words are the difference between somebody scrolling past and choosing to watch. Like our human brain needs a word that says like thriller or like, charming. So our brain can give us the okay to watch it. Like they've done double blind tests where they take away the words. People scroll like way longer. They're less likely to pick something. But like when you're scrolling, it's like almost like your brain is trying to pattern match to ensure that whatever you watch isn't going to waste your time. And so your brain needs some kind of reassurance that it's going to be something basically you've already seen. In a way, like your brain has to match it into a bucket of something you've already seen and liked. So they have to put these little fucking tags that give you that reassurance, which is interesting. It's interesting. It's a concept that I never really thought of. So you should put "this is good" in every YouTube video title. Dude, it makes me think about YouTube. I don't even know how you could do it on YouTube, but there is things people do. I mean, thumbnails have conceits. And there are certain title conceptions that people use that like, they're not necessarily good, but they tell the viewer that something is going to happen. Like if they tell the viewer about something in the video in a way where they know it's going to be like this or like this other thing they already liked. Video essay on every video, even if it's on an essay. Yeah, exactly. If you're a person who likes video essays, the fact that they put video essay in the title or like imply it gives you an idea of what type of video it's going to be. It's going to be, you know, longer, meandering. You can put it on second monitor. You can have it play, you know, that kind of thing. They want to give that across so that you click it knowing what you're getting into. Most video essays are now just literally explaining the plot of a piece of media. Dude, I mean, you can't get mad at that because that is high art now. Because the baseline is AI generated movie recaps with like unrelated clips from the film. That's the baseline. So a human being who watched the film explaining it to you is like high art. That's amazing. That's Da Vinci. I saw one recently that was verbatim the wiki plot. It's such a race to the bottom. Content is such a race to the bottom in this age. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. That's why it's wild. It's a wild world. What does that make an H-bomb video? Well, that's amazing, but again, he only does like one a year, so it's he has to hit. You know what I'm saying? H-bomber guy, imagine he works 11 months on a video and it just doesn't hit. You know, for whatever reason, it's just not, or like the day before that person had already been discovered, like whatever, they figured out that James Somerton, whatever. So he's, you know what I'm saying? Like he works 11 months on it and then he's just fucked. That's what I'm saying. It's very high risk. Just finishing moving to Hong Kong, starting a new job tomorrow. Congratulations and good luck. That's interesting. I've getting people reaching out to me that live in China. One guy reached out to me who is a manager at a Fortune 500 company based in China. He sent me his LinkedIn to confirm. And he lives and works in Shanghai and was like giving me details on the visa process. And there was a group of people on the Reddit that reached out that all live in Shanghai. There's like people that are like, either it's all one big psyop by Xi Jinping to get me in the door, but I really want to go now and just see some people, vibe, see the city. Seems hype, but we'll see. I feel like once I upload that Taiwan video, it's tougher. There's someone upload you to Bilibili? No, people there just have VPNs, bro. I think people don't understand how simple it is for them to use VPNs to get around a lot of firewall stuff. Is Twitch banned in China? Yes. Yeah, I remember when I was at Twitch, they created a war room for the top executives and they blacked out all of the, you know, it was like a glass conference room and they put black construction paper all over the windows so nobody can see inside. And they were working on getting us into China. That was get Twitch into China. Whatever it takes, we're going to find a way to get Twitch working in China. And then they were in that room all the time, working. Then later they announced, okay, we're not going to China at all. It's not happening. And also that war room was not really about China in any way. It was us planning to sell the company to Amazon. Is there any big Western or non-Chinese social media operating in China? No. No Facebook, no Instagram, no YouTube, no Twitch, no nothing. All of the big social media in China is Chinese owned, as they don't want foreign interference. What about MySpace? MySpace is huge in China. It's the #1 thing. Tom from MySpace is close personal friends with Xi Jinping.